for your watercolor Bible verse painting, your rough draft is going to include 2 Bible verses and 2 designs for each of the Bible verses. You can see here that I laid out the Bible verse first, and you will select either favorite verses or verses that you believe would bring some hope and joy to those that see your painting. On my page, I have 2 boxes in which I will draw 2 different designs for the same Bible verse. My first verse is from Psalm 89, and you can either choose a single verse or a few verses from the same chapter. So I have Psalm 89, verse 8 and 9, and I wrote both of those underneath the Bible verse topic. And then I went, and my second set is Matthew 18, verse 10 through 14. I just wrote the parable of the lost sheep because there are a lot of verses in that selection. Then I'm going to go on to my designs. For the first one, I'm focusing on the text for this one, and the image is not going to be as large or in focus or the main idea. It is more the text that I'm going to make artistic and be the focus or the focal point. I will add some notes at the bottom that will tell the critic what I plan on doing for the background when it comes to color and texture using watercolors. Again, my focus for this one is the text. I will show you different ways that you can add text and different styles of text you can add. For my second design for Psalm 89, I'm focusing on a visual image to represent the verse. So the focus is really about the Lord ruling over the surging sea and how he stills the waves. And so I included a little boat, and the ocean and the waves are there. All designs must have the Bible verse text included in some way. So in my first image, my text is large. In my second image, my text is going to be smaller and more to the side or included within my image rather than the focal point of my image. But you must include the text some way in your design. I'm going to do the same thing for my next Bible verse. So the Matthew 18, verse 10 through 14 is about the parable of the lost sheep. And I feel like both of my designs focus on a visual representation of the verse and not so much the text like my first design did for Psalm 89. Make sure your designs are different so you give the critic a couple ideas to work from. Add any notes to the bottom about your text style that you plan on using or notes that you think would be helpful for the critic to look at, and then you'll submit to Google Classroom.